The girl was on the hold on, let's see. She on this show called Nitrous or something. African Voodoo. She escaped African Voodoo. It's Nitris or something like that. And she talking about most of them people she was talking about. Well, one or two of them people she said in the beginning of that message, he was in my energy, and they got broken down too. That's what I'm saying. When it comes down to the chosen, there's 144,000 chosen ones scattered out. 9 times out of 10, they in a spot where people are doing witchcraft. And she was talking about how witchcraft is in everything. She was talking about how it's in your clothes. They can use it on your clothes. They can use it on your hair stuff. They can use it on your hygiene. They can do it on. But the problem is, this is the problem. That's why God here. They doing it in so much stuff now that you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't watch TV. You can't listen to music. You can't do nothing except the new gene. See, that's what God doing. Like, he's showing the word. He put the chosen one in a position to be attacked, so it won't work. Yeah, they taking the money and they take the materialistic stuff, but that's garbage. They giving us, in return, they giving us their usefulness, their health and everything. They losing everything. Now we seeing firsthand how the program is being eliminated. That previous program and the new programs is it's like immediately when you start throwing magic on the chosen one, it immediately come back to you. Yeah, she right though. She named all this stuff, and she was like, "I do incense. I can light any incense I want to light. I tell you what, I can light any incense I want to light. But it's all biblical. But what we must understand is that uh, everything is turned around. Symbols, everything is turned around. So if you really got God, it ain't gonna bother you, bro. And if you ain't doing nothing, it's about your heart. If you got the incense, what you doing to the incense in your heart? You know what I'm saying? It's really about what you're saying. Like the power is inside you. All that stuff is just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's about your heart. What's in your heart? I know people who will pray for you, put their hands on you and pray for you in the church and break you down. I had to get to the point because I was pretty important in churches when I was going to church, and I had to tell them politely, "Look, don't pray for me, not for that right there, because you gotta go through a process. Some of the stuff they pray for you for, and you need to pray you for pay. Hey, when it's time to get there, I ain't gonna say on here because y'all gonna be trying to act like me and disrespectful. But I just had my own little swag, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I would, depending on what it is and depending on who you are. Otherwise, God already got me. You know what I'm saying? And they got to the point where they realized it and they just left me alone. They knew God already had me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I would ask certain people to pray for me. It got to that point, like, I would probably ask someone to pray for me. Otherwise, But it's about in your heart. There's more to it. But what she's saying is real. They can do it to the food. They can do everything. And she going down the list, and it seems like it's crazy, but it ain't. She telling the truth. What it is, they do these damn altars, and they put your stuff on the altar. Like I seen lovers that supposed to came to me, messed up by didn't coming to me, and then they seen the truth after they failed to come to me. And then they had a line, a group of women behind them that was supposed to be their friends. They put them on their altar and made sure they didn't get to me. That's how bad it is. And it worked. I didn't even believe in this stuff neither, bro. I didn't believe in it neither until God made me sit here and not go to work, not do nothing, and watch how many people was actually throwing magic on me. But the beautiful thing is that God showed me the combat, showing me the combat. And it don't matter if it's Bollywood and whoever, it don't matter who they is. It don't matter who they is. God showing me how they better not even think about it. Not to the chosen. Not to the chosen. You gotta, and honestly, you just gotta give your all to God. You gotta stand straight up. You can just walk into your higher self. You might not even have to be a chosen one. You just walk into your higher self. Your higher self will be God, right? How you gonna walk in your higher self? Well, you know you can't go into your higher self with your furniture all messed up inside you. So you're gonna have to practice stuff that you've been putting off. You're gonna have to do stuff that you've been putting off. You're gonna have to cleanse and detox in a way that you knew about, you heard of, but you thought was just too traditional and just too much to do and just wasn't worth doing at all. You're gonna have to put yourself back together. You're gonna go in your higher self because your higher self is connected to God, because at the end of the day, we all God. So you walk into your higher self, and that's gonna heal you. And then when all the magic that they throwing on you go automatically go back as soon as they throw it on you. And then you ain't gotta be scared to live though. Cause that's what I'm trying to say. She was saying all this stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, I stopped it because I know what she's saying. I know it's true. It's exactly true what she's saying. It is true. But if you live like that, people gonna monitor you without you knowing, and they gonna write you off as crazy. So it's best that you just do what I'm telling you. Get into your higher self and watch it. Just get into your higher self and observe it. It's other ways, other things, and other tricks you could do, but I'm not gonna say online because people tainting up everything that I bring up out my mouth just as fast as so you can see it for yourself in the spiritual. If they ever let me out of this box, I show people, I share it with people, especially with people like her that's in tune like that and vibrating that high. So you basically went and got your wings back. Basically, you lost your wings and went and got them back. That's the process we go through that seem unreal, but you basically went to hell and came back, and you seen what's really going on. But you ain't gotta live like, I ain't saying you paranoid, but I'm saying if you stay like that, you gonna feel paranoid, because it ain't what you gonna do. I seen them shut down store. I seen stores work together to make you go to certain stores to get stuff. So what you gonna do? You gonna have to elevate. That's what this is showing us. We can't look at this like technology, this right here, this movie here. Yeah, the word right here. Don't go in this gas station. Where it's written now. Don't get me wrong now, y'all. You right, but if you vibrating low, continue to do that. Then be paranoid, cause you gonna. Them are really just ways of your highest God telling you it's time to elevate. It's time to stop whatever you got going on and walk into your higher self. All that's gonna go away. Then you gonna be able to eat. You shake the hand with the devil. Hey devil, you shake his hand hard. Hey devil, you know what I'm saying? Just just like that. Left hand all right, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Be shocked. You know who I am. Don't nobody care. Gratify. Get out the way already. I'm telling you, I had a demon come up, man. I eat your kid. I eat your kid. And I grabbed her by the face. Move out the way with all that. And kept walking. Get out the way with all that. Nobody want to hear that. And then later on, they'll be like, you know who I am? You don't know who I am. Obviously. You better go on and sit down somewhere. And tell Satan I said something to her. Tell Satan I said this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all the opposite. So we must understand that everything comes from God. So if you walk into your power, God like movies. God like music. Love movies. I watch my father. I can say some stuff on here. You'd be like, man, come on. God love music. Why you think it's so entertaining? Why you think it's so... If God don't like it, it's no longer being rotated. This is God planning, not Satan's. Satan was just the prince over whatever it is, and she still is, you ask me. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, I think she a woman. And I'm scared as hell. I love women. But y'all women, boy, good God. A man would rather be on the roof of his house. I'm telling you. Woo. You want what you want and you gon' get it. And you ain't got to say by any means necessary. You gon' get it. Woo. Lord have mercy. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Shout out women. Hey, and y'all know, I just see some of the best, highest vibrational women. They know it. They just move differently around me because they know I know that they know it. A lot of men ain't catching on to this. A lot of people ain't catching on, or just don't want to. The beautifulest angel God ever created. 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. I don't know what else fit that description. Run the world? Hell no, you don't need to be no president. You already own everything. You tell us sit, we sit. Bark like a dog, bark like a dog. And you know it. A woman? Oh, I love me some womans. What's that, man? What some man on TV said that? My ex used to have me tripping about that. I love me some womans. Some women's or something. A women's. That's what he said. I love me a women's. But anyway, but I mean, I know y'all feel like I'm disrespectful, but every time I saw Satan, whether it was in here, Astro or whatever, she was a gorgeous woman over there. Drop dead gorgeous. And knew it. But she wasn't like y'all over here. Over here, y'all like done been through it. You get what I'm saying? And she like done been through it, done passed over it, and done moved on, and now she tortured people to death. Just put it that way. This thing, the evil is still there, you know what I'm saying? Darkness is in. Darkness is in. I can't say too much about it, because I've been, you know what I'm saying? Angels is family. All of us as angels, we family. See, I can't go by y'all little rules. Y'all can't try to remodify the chosen ones to do what y'all doing. We could do anything. We are actually angels built that's even, I ain't gonna say newer than the angels that y'all know, but we're a whole different breed of species that God done created. So it's like God put the chosen ones in position to be tortured. And he wanted them to sit still so they could see that they're being tortured. He wanted you, and then he love us now. And he know you're, oh, God don't love me, love us. What? He wants you to do all that. He wanted you to do all that, but he didn't care about all that. He wanted you to see and witness, no matter what they were doing to you, no matter what they were throwing at you, you was healing from it. So you ain't got to tiptoe around everybody. I'm telling you, I can shake Satan's hand like this. I ain't playing, bro. And they'll be like, who are you? They'll say it. Because it's different Satan vessels. You know, they told me not to get into detail with all that. But they'll say it. That's why Jesus knew it. What are you doing here? You know, we can look at each other. They'll tell me that. If I'm somewhere I ain't supposed to be, and that's where they reside at. What are you doing here? Like, let's say I walk up to a certain house I ain't supposed to be at. The first thing they're going to say, what are you doing here? You know, they'll do me the same way. You know what I'm saying? I do them the same way. What are you doing here? I live here. What you doing? You know, that's how we be talking to the spirits inside of us. But you got to walk into your high self. You can't get in your high self and say, you know, God. And don't get me wrong, it's some angels. I don't know. Let me shut up. But, you know, certain things, but you trying to elevate, you trying to heal. I don't even want to get into that. Everybody going to be fussing about this. This what you shouldn't do. This you don't even know. You just need to walk over there yourself and experience your sound-minded yourself. Experience walking in your higher self yourself. And then you're going to realize it's unexplainable to anybody else. You can't explain that to anybody else. You can't really force nobody else to do it. They just have to walk over there in it, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, and experience it. And when they experience it, even if they go back to their old life, they gonna always think about that experience. That's what helped me. You can't just sit there and tell folks, and this is why, and that's why you ain't been over there yet, because you wouldn't be trying to explain it to everybody. So you gotta get, you gotta come over here for real, for real. You gotta clean out your body. Like I know people who don't do nothing at all. I know it personally, not no online stuff, personally. But they got sex problems, bad. You can't go over there. You can't go over there. You got all that. You got Zoe DNA. You got Diablo DNA. You got Satan DNA. You got an angel DNA. But it's your angel DNA, and it's in there like this. Cause you got other demonic DNA that's stronger than the DNA that I just named. Diablo and Satan put together, and you don't know what's going on. And your energy done went to the back like this. And leave me alone. I'm telling you, you gotta get your life together out there, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, you gotta be for real, cause we are really in Revelation at this moment now. Revelation, we better be thankful it ain't like we thought it would, or it could get that way, and it just ain't got there yet. But we better be thankful the rapture and the revelation at the moment is really just in the spiritual. We need to be trying to put the brakes on it. And that how you do that? Walking in your higher self. It wasn't a big issue with me. Because I've been getting high my whole life, doing stuff my whole life, doing low vibrational stuff my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it my whole life. So when they got to the point where God said, okay, I need you to do this. I keep hearing somebody named Kayla. I need you to do this. They just throwing magic. They hook, y'all. But sweetheart, my advice to you is just go ahead and listen. Something that if you listen to everything you calling out, right now you in the shadows. You can't live like that. We can't live like that. At the end of the day, this is earth, and it is a perverse world. You answered yourself though. You said everything come from God. Well, if you walking straight up with God, and if you living accordingly to God, then it's in your heart that you're doing right by God. It's all right you burning incense. The problem is maybe what you used to do. You got to filter that out. I don't know what y'all do with incense and candle, but damn it, I live in the country. And the power tend to go off, and we get to lighten them suckers up as if it's our life depended on it. And you might not know if that's the case or not. Or even if it don't go off. We like to set the mood, put on our little black lights and stuff, and light our smelling good candles, and light the smelling good incense, and put on some good music, and relax. Now, you can't rule everything out as the devil. Everything done been perverse. Every single thing. You know what I'm saying? This chair could have been made by the devil's hands, but I'm sitting in it. And it don't bother me at all. Well, it do hurt my back when I sleep in it. But God fits all that. And if a devil, it's blessed now. If I go hand this chair back to the devil, his hair gonna catch on fire, his hands gonna start burning. He gonna think I dipped it in holy oil. You get what I'm saying? Satan pull his hand back. Give me a hand and shake again. No, I ain't playing, bro. That's how you gotta get, stand in your power. Satan don't outpower God. We gotta quit thinking like that. Satan don't overpower God. We have to quit thinking like that. I didn't want to do music because I gotta go through this phase. Not right now. I'm pretty good with not doing music now, but I had to do music for my brother Jesus about 3 or 4.5 years ago. I didn't want to do it because I gotta go through this phase of where I just rap my heart and it sound like the devil, but it's good music. But it sounds like it's very low vibration. But I gotta go through that just to get the light out of it. And God knows about it. And God will tell me, you can do it, go ahead. Because he know what I'm going, he know, because we worked in the studio together with music all the time. He know that's the only way I can get to this part where I gotta do this light side of music. And everybody was, then at that time people said, don't lose yourself, gotta be there. God there right now, son. You just gotta, don't give up the faith. Oh, don't let them take you away. I'm telling you. They said so many messages, just don't know I'm talking to God. But I know it's spinning, and you see somebody else, a woman in my position, but it ain't no woman, it's a man. I'm a man, and I love women. You know what I'm saying? But I love God more. So that's just the way it is. And so when you listen to what you're saying, go look at your video and ask yourself. You sometimes we must understand that's what the energy is trying to tell us. You saying the telephones, the computer is taking over our minds. No, you letting the computer take over your mind, because God is source. It won't even have a mind if it wasn't for God. Okay? And then incense and stuff like that. Okay, well, I can show you something in the Bible that you just keep looking over, that you're going to realize that the Jordan fella and all them got it from. And they just using it backwards. And you said it. So you said all this. You answering yourself. If you look back at the video, you're going to say, well, damn, what should we do? Stand like this? I can't do that. Cut that movie. The devil in it. The devil, God do not like us to look at that there. And you know, some of that could be true if you low vibration. But I look at everything. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even sugarcoat it. It don't bother me. I might jump. Oh. Don't say. I might, look, my ex-wife, bro. I didn't watch scary movies. I was the same way. You know, you shouldn't watch this, watch that. But I wanted to marry her at the time. She wanted to marry me. We knew we wanted to be together when we first got together. She watched gore and eat spaghetti. I should have knew then not to marry her. But I wasn't thinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? The girl looking at it like this. Did you see that? I'm telling you, I didn't know what was going on. But I started watching it with her. And you know, I started enjoying it. And it got dark. We watched some really hideous ones. We watched some real bad ones. But, you know, I always really know that I got God, bro. I always knew I had God. I didn't overwatch it. And I didn't, you know, sometimes I just want to scare myself 3 a.m, watch a scary movie. And like I said, you know, I ain't scared of nothing, y'all. I want the demon gargoyle. If they would have sold that time, they say you gotta keep it. Now they saying, well, maybe they did work like that. I guess you must got an order for them. Maybe they were just this and that. They just wore them too long. Well, I still would buy them. Just I keep them on all day long. Just think, bro. Just imagine. You can just look at somebody you think goofy, just like y'all did me. Helpless, no good for nothing, garbage. And we gonna run over. And then you put them damn gargoyles on. My God, you see the other spirits around scared to death. Go around the light. You know what I'm telling you? I'm telling you, bro. You gotta be vibrate. So, cause what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. What I'm trying to say is that if everything around you is of the devil, what is God trying to tell you? God tells you even in the Bible, if you really got God, nothing can stop you. Like, they put it on me, and sometimes it hits me. But it takes a while. And let me show you what it's doing. They took the clothes, they took the garbage that's theirs. Give the Caesar what Caesar, give the God what is God. But when they give me when they throw the magic on me, when they throw the spells on me, I'm a chosen one. So I got to take it. So the power, imagine it being power. So it's going into my body. And it's going into my body, it's circling my body. It's transforming my DNA, trying to transform my DNA. And it's like the people like to say, somebody did beauty magic on you, honey. And then it's transferring my DNA. But what they don't know about this DNA, this vessel belongs to God. So as it's transforming my DNA in there looking at each other. And my DNA in there saying, don't hurt me. And this DNA in there saying, yeah, for the devour your ass. And then next thing you know, my DNA still playing these games. And I say, enough. Say enough already. And then my DNA show this DNA who it really is. And then say, who are you? And get scared and then try to run off. And my DNA say, no, you ain't going nowhere. We like that meat suit that you got on. Silky chocolate. And we bring it part of ourselves. Ain't nobody playing no games out here, boy. Come here. Do you like his tool? You do? No, we don't want your tool. It's disease infested. Get out of here. Just like that, boy. Y'all better quit playing with me out there. You got to walk in your power to understand the real power of God now. What is God trying to tell y'all out there? Y'all keep saying, Satan owned the bird. If that's the case, then you already own. Thank you, Casper. God is trying to tell y'all to stop already. Get back your power. Because everything that she just named, listen to it, honey. Go back and listen to that video. You're going to be like, damn, how am I even moving? Then it's like you already the dark shadow like myself. I mean, I know you're not, but you over there like, I don't even want to move. But Shaw, you got to move. You should embrace it. You already done been in hell, it look like. You walking out of hell, you done got your wings, you stronger now. So what's making you think you elevate? Trust me. Watch and see. Pay attention to the energy. If you're really vibrating with God, realize what used to affect you and what not affecting you anymore. That's it. God is trying to tell y'all to wake up, man.